Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany in case you were new. Today we're going to be testing out a new drugstore foundation released by Maybelline. It's not in stores yet, but it was on Amazon. I saw it on Instagram and I'm excited to review it and show you a demo and just show you how it wears all day. It is the Dream Radiant liquid foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and collagen. It says it's going to give us up to 12 hours of continuous hydration. It visibly improves the look of skin. It's a medium coverage with a radiant finish. It doesn't clog pores and it is dermatologist tested. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I did prep my skin like I usually do with my moisturizer and my under eye cream. So I am going to stay Maybelline based. So I have this Maybelline hydrating primer. I'm going to be very hydrated and smooth. So I'm going to put this all over my face. See if they're compatible. I do like this primer. I don't use it a lot because I do like to use a pore minimizer. So we'll see if this accentuates pores because the foundation accentuates pores because it does say radiant finish, and it always scares me. But this stuff works pretty well. It's not really cooling, but you'd feel it smooths the skin over. So just give that a few minutes, minute or so to dry. And then, okay, I am going to use my e.l.f. sponge on one side, this side, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. brush, the Ultimate Blending Brush, on the other side, just to see. I'm very familiar with these tools. I love them. I repurchase this over and over again, and I have about 3 of these. So they work great and they're affordable. So let's see what this is looking like. I have this shade, Sandy Beige. I'm not sure if it's my color or not. That's the thing about getting from the drugstore or from Amazon. It does have a pump because you can't test out your shade. So that's one pump. Alright, so let's go ahead with the sponge. Well, I'm going to put it with my fingers first and then I'm going to use the sponge. It looks thick, but it kind of comes out thin when it touches the skin. When you pump it out, it looks thick, but when you put it on your skin, it feels kind of like water, like you don't have anything on your skin. And I have a little friend today. Let's see how the coverage is. The shade's okay. It's a little bit yellow, but that happens to me during the winter. It's either too pink or too yellow, so I'll just be home cooking and cleaning. I'm off of school. I'm a teacher and I'm off of school, so I have all this time to clean. I wanted to say hello to my 1B class and Lake Castle students who are watching. I do miss you. I told them that I would tell them that because they said I'm gonna miss you during the holidays. So just wanted to tell you hello. Alright, so that's one side with the sponge. And then other side without foundation. It does cover pretty well. Let me see in the mirror. We could still see my little friend there. I'm gonna see if it builds. I'm gonna do another pump. Holds up in our Louisiana humidity. Okay, it is a little bit buildable. It did cover the redness in our friend. So that's one side with the sponge. Let me go in the other side with the brush. So that was 2 pumps on that side. Trying to be a little bit liberal with this just so we could see how it wears. All right, brush aside. I should have went in with my fingers first. Okay, you do get more coverage with the brush. I think anyway. It does give you that radiance though on your skin. You can see the radiance on this side with the brush. Okay, so I'm gonna press, like I normally do, when I use a brush, I press it in with the sponge, just so you don't have any brush strokes. I don't see any, but just in case, it kind of presses it in, gets rid of lines of the brush. Okay, so that's how it's looking so far. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm keeping it Maybelline friendly. I have some Maybelline setting powder if I need it. I usually don't use powder, you guys know that. I have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I have the Maybelline Great Lash. Sorry for saying Maybelline over and over again. The Great Lash. This brings back memories. My mom used this on me for dance reviews because it was her favorite mascara. So I have that. The Maybelline, sorry, the Fit Me blush. The Glow Down eyeshadow. And this little trio Master Contour. The Master Contour. It's got a highlighter, blush. I'm not going to use the blush. I'm going to use the highlighter and the bronzer. I also have the Tattoo Studio pencil. And I have the Superstay 24-hour lipstick. Duo lipstick. So let me go ahead and put that on my face and I will be right back to show you the finished look. It is, alright, it's 10:41. I don't know if you can see that. I did get a late start this morning, but I have no schedule when I don't have work. So this is starting my day. So I'll be back with the rest of that makeup on and I will see you in a few seconds. Okay, so this is the finished look with my makeup on. With the rest of my makeup on, I did use, like I said, all Maybelline products. So we shall see how it wears. It is, check my Fitbit, it is now 10:57. So I'm going to go ahead and check in with you if I notice anything changes, or I'll see you in about 4 hours or 2 hours, I don't know. But we'll see how it wears all day. Like I said, I'm not doing much, so we'll see how it wears. If it does give us 12 hours hydration, but it does look pretty radiant. I do like the radiance. I did put a highlight on. But I'll see you in a second on YouTube, on YouTube, but it's going to be 4 hours. Okay, I'm back and it is 2:36. Excuse my phone. It's 2:36, so it's been about, say, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's been about 3.5 hours or so. So I think I started at 11. So this is what it's looking like. I jumped in here a little bit early because I thought I would, when I first put it on, it seemed a little bit cakey. It is kind of caking around my lips around here. I did reapply lipstick because mine wore off from eating lunch. But it did look a little bit cakey when I first put it on, and now it's starting to like mesh with my oils, and so it's looking a little bit better. I do find, now Maybelline did have this Dream Urban cover. It has the SPF, I don't know if it's showing, SPF 50. This I find is more radiant than the new Radiant one. So far anyway. I do love this one. This is one that I wear to school often. It's almost out. But so far, I'm liking it. Let's kind of zoom you in so you can see. Like I said, it kind of broke off on my chin, but I think that's from eating. A little bit cakey around here. And it did wear off in between my eyebrows a little bit. But we're only 4 hours in, so we shall see how it wears, and I'll be checking in another 3 or 4 hours just to let you see how it's wearing. But so far I like it. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back for another check-in. It is now 610. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, it's 6:10. I don't know if you can see the time on there. And it's been, I put this on around 10:50. So it's been about 7 hours, and this is how we're looking. I do find that this foundation gets better as you wear it. I think I might have put a little too much. I said I was going to apply it liberally. And so I think I put way too much, and that's what caused it to look a little cakey. So maybe just one thin layer on the face will do. But I do find that it's starting to wear, it looks better. It's wearing a little bit better. So my son and my daughter-in-law and my new grandbaby came over, and I was holding him. And when you hold babies, you start getting really hot. So I was sweating, I was cooking. So it's been through all that today. Cleaning, so it's been through a lot of sweat, it's been through a lot of humidity, but it's still holding up nice. So I'm gonna give you a close-up. It still had broken up a little bit on my eyebrows and my mouth, and that's the only two places, but yeah, so far I'll be checking in another 4 hours, and that'll be the end of the wear test. But I'm hoping you're liking this video so far. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos that I have. So I shall be back. Okay, everybody, we're back at the 8-hour mark. Whoop. 6:55. I've been wearing this foundation for 8 hours. Okay, what I am finding with this too is that it's showing a lot of pores. So if you're using this foundation, you might want to use a pore minimizing primer. Or going with a pore filling powder. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. It has been 8 hours, but I want to see if I can kind of freshen it up with a little bit of powder, because it is showing a lot of texture, you know, a lot of pores and a lot of texture. The Maybelline Fit Me concealer I did not like at all. That was the first time I tried that. I think this foundation would be really good for people with dry skin, and if you use it with a pore filling primer, because that's the only thing that I'm not liking about it. Everything else I do like. It has a long staying power, but I am going to call it quits after this check-in. But let me see if I can kind of fix the pore situation with a little bit of Fit Me powder. Yeah, it is kind of cakey around my nose, and I'm afraid the powder is going to do it a little bit more. What I think I did is I put a little bit too much, instead of putting a thin layer, I built it up a little too much. But I do think if you go in with just a little light coat at first, but it has been, I mean, it has stayed. My blush is on, my bronzer is still on. I have to keep refreshing my lipstick, but besides that, I mean, it's been wearing all day. As far as that luminous glow, it does have a radiant luminous glow, but I do like this one much better. So I like both of them, but this one I would get. I think this one's $10.99, as well as this one was $10.99 on Amazon, the one that I have on today. So, I don't know if that kind of fixed the pore problem, but I do see a lot of caking up around, you know, my lines here. And that concealer just did me wrong today. So I would much prefer the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's a little more hydrating, not as matte. It doesn't crease on me. So, would I recommend you trying this out? Absolutely. But like I said, it does give you a light coverage, but if you do put too much, it will still have that where it's not really a lot of coverage, but it will look cakey, and it will emphasize texture if you put a little bit too much on there. Not necessarily cover more because you're putting more, but it will emphasize your texture, your fine lines, things like that. So I do recommend that you would buy it if you have really dry, normal dry skin, oily skin. I don't know if you want that kind of radiance on your skin. But like I said, if you go in with a pore minimizer, it may look different. So I'm going to try this foundation again with a pore minimizing primer and with a light layer, one layer, not as much as I did, like apply it liberally like I did. Alright, well I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the wear test. I hope you liked the demo. Foundation is good, just have to go lightly with it. Pore minimizing primer. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified. So I'll see you. Y'all have a very happy Thanksgiving and be blessed. Bye bye.